Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Nikola Jokic.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Murray out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Watson in at the 3. And for Houston, inside Smith and Şengün. Josh Okogie is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And as some of you might know, this game serving as the third contest in group play at the NBA Cup tournament for these two teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, B.A., and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
The kick out to Johnson. Counted from distance.
Good read from Murray right there, getting it out to the shooter.
Now here's Durant, defended by Watson. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. Watson with a rebound. Here's Johnson. Back to Watson. Denver moving it around. Murray for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Fires the 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Thompson.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Murray. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. Thompson with some nice D. Here's Okogie. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Durant's shot is off.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. EA, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Jokic. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. Out to Gordon, takes a 3, nails it from 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Gordon with a screen on Thompson. Murray passes to Johnson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Johnson's got 6.
I just love the ball movement.
Smith outside. Pass to Durant. Drives to the hoop. Şengün passes to Okogie. Durant with a screen on Gordon. Now Thompson. Back to Smith. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Johnson. They swipe it. Here's Okogie. And he drives in. And And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's exactly the kind of explosive move the team wants to see more from a Kobe. He's got all the tools, for sure.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. A different look for Denver. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup. Well, you can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
1:33 left in the first quarter. Hardaway against Tate. Left side, Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Shepard, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Outside, Finney-Smith. Houston working the ball around. Baseline jumper. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Pass to Brown. For 3, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Houston. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seed.
Here's Strother. And that one is stuffed right through.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's Denver, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. We'll be right back after this word. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Shepard, then it's Steven Adams, and it's Tate in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Şengün. And he banks in the layup. Şengün's got his second basket.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Now Valanciunas. And here's Murray. There's a screen. The Nuggets need to get one up. Off target from three-point range. Rockets trail by 12. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Finney-Smith, a screen, down low. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Thompson in for Tate. And then for Denver, Nikola Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. And Cameron Johnson subbed in for Najee. And Grant, one thing we've seen so far with the NBA Cup tournament, it's been an absolute blast for the fans.
Yeah, B.A., it's the ideal way to make games more engaging. Fans love to brag about anything their team does. So in that regard, giving regular season games this extra spice has been a huge success.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Kick out to Brown. Hardaway on the wing. Three-pointer. The rebound by Shepherd.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the inside, Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Şengün's got his third bucket of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Jokic with a screen on Durant. Hardaway, the pass to Jokic. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Finney Smith. And Okogie is subbed in for Shepherd. And then for Denver, Gordon comes in for Murray. And it's Watson in for Hardaway. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
Rockets trail by 8. Smith passes to Thompson. 1:46 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Şengün. The three is up. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Steven Adams checked in for Houston. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. The Rockets, number 1.
Number 1, you have to have good shooters. Number 2, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the second quarter. Gordon, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6, and he gets that one. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Here's Thompson. Sweet little floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
The Nuggets lead by 5. Gordon outside. Jokic with a screen on Smith. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Gives him a nice lift when Gordon's scoring on the move. He does a good job creating his own shot.
Thompson passes to Adams. Back to Thompson. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. Hardaway's checked in for Denver.
Number 10, Tim Hardaway Jr.
30 seconds left in the half. Pass to Jokic. Tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Thompson. And the layup is good off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Jokic. Adams covering with 1 on the clock. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
That'll do it for the first half. It's Denver leading by 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Rockets.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Alperen Sengun getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 7, and that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Cameron Johnson out there with Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. 4 on the clock. Thompson passes to Sengun. Over Jokic. Off the mark. Making him 5 for 6 now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Thompson after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Smith outside. Here's Durant, making it look easy inside. Durant.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Here's Jokic for 3. Gordon. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell. Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, still trying to get their legs under them.
Murray passes to Jokic. With the fadeaway. The Rockets pull it in, trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Here's Okogie, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
If he's got a path to the rack, it's going to be a strong throwdown for Okogie every time. I mean, he doesn't mess around when he gets in tight. He's banging.
Now here's Watson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. Here's Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Durant. Oh, KD against contact inside.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Now Watson. To the paint. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Thompson with it. He's against Watson. And it's good. 2 points. And now just a 4-point Nugget lead.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Pass to Jokic. A minute 58 left in the third. Gordon outside. The three. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic just got 4 assists in the game. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
And David Adelman wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Some great defensive players in our freshman class this year. Let's see who is leading in rookie steals. 5th is Reed Sheppard.
You just love the effort he puts in on defense. Rare to see a rookie who can disrupt offenses like him.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
Now here's Hardaway. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Inside, here's Tate, and finished off by Tate.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Brown. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And the basket is good.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Up top, Tate, defended by Hardaway. And Tate gets it to go.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Brown passes to Valanciunas. And here's Hardaway. He's covered by Tate. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That's on Steven Adams.
And talk about big boy muscle. Valanciunas just outworking the defense and capitalizing as well.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Sheppard. No points yet. Here's Davison. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Alperen Sengun out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate, then it's Shepherd, and it's Crawford in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Shepherd. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Shepherd's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
And Clark, one thing this Rockets team is known for is their ferocity on the backboards.
Yeah, they were terrific retrieving their own misses, and they played with a grit and a toughness that I thought belied the team's youth, and that's a good foundation to build on. You got tough-minded young players that are only going to get better. Keep an eye on this Rockets team.
Now here's Holiday. Pass to Adams. Outside Tate. Houston working the ball around. And here's Shepherd for 3. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Nice D from Brown. Denver leading by 4. Here's Hardaway. Here's Valanciunas. Good D by Sengun. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Tate. Pass to Adams. Outside Holiday to the right side. And here's Shepherd for 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Amen Thompson comes in for Holiday. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Denver. Cam Johnson comes in for Strawther. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Sengun picking up the assist.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And stolen by Durant. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Moving it up. Here's Tate. And finished off by Tate.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Now here's Sengun. Adams with the ball. Amen Thompson. The 3 is off. And here's Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up the tray. Adams pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Durant. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams, and Okogie is subbed in for Tate. And then for Denver, Aaron Gordon's checked in for Brown, and it's Watson in for Hardaway. It's a 3-point game. Outside Murray. Now Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Johnson. Releases from 15. Ooh, it misses. Here's Thompson. Now Durant. Getting crafty.
Boy, what a nice ball fake there. Hard not to bite on that one. I mean, you have to be aggressive if you want to challenge KD's shot, and then he's got you right where he wants you.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Johnson a screen on Thompson. Now Jokic. Dropping it at the rim. It's Jokic.
Hey, it ain't complicated. When you need a basket, give the rock to Jokic and just let him play basketball.
Durant. He got it.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations. When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Thompson outside. Right side Durant. Nope. Denver has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Murray inside, defended by Thompson. Oh, it misses! Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Ooh, the shot misses! And here's Denver.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
That's the way to go.
Here's Jokic. Outside Gordon to tie it up. Şengün pulls it down, and they go to the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Yeah, a great chance here for Smith to show how he can handle pressure situations. He had a lot of poise at the line in college.
Now a timeout called by Denver. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Gordon fires. Launches it from deep. Durant with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
And so the Rockets take the win, and they picked up their second win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to 2-1 during group play, and by avoiding that second loss, they put themselves in a good position to advance to the next round.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in a pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment, and we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.